Hey.
Mark, so sorry.
We're back to it.
Just
I'm not gonna dwell on
Here's my favorite
background.
Peter, what a nice surprise.
Need some help?
Yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna actually play the story instead. I'm not gonna.
I mean, I came to, I just wanted to talk.
Okay.
We're gonna play a story, chat. We're gonna play this.
Peter, are you in trouble?
Yo.
Do you need money?
Hello.
I mean, I'm a little behind on my rent, but no, I'm fine.
Girl problems again, huh?
What? No, that's great.
I still wish you and MJ could work things out. She's a great girl.
She is.
The two of you would make some beautiful babies.
This.
Peter. What is it?
The game content is
You can tell
confusing at best.
I just got the Black Parade vinyl by My Chemical Romance. I'm getting my emo on.
You are the type, to be fair.
Asterisk, a real jiggy asterisk.
You are the type. You are the type, to be fair.
He's right. 5 years ago, you walked out and told me you were inspired by my
Emo fuck.
Now it's you.
Sorry, I yawned.
Thank you, forever. Here's for many more years of service.
This is directed towards you specifically. If you unironically listen to, it did kind of look plastic, yeah. If you unironically listen to My Chemical Romance, you might need to you might need to go to this. You might need to spend a couple of days in a white padded room. Honestly. I'm not talking to you. Hey, in fact, I will talk to you. What do you want?
Guys, how's the game going?
I already saw this dialogue. Oh, I have. I really have. Don't worry.
Voicemail from Yuri.
Hey, silent alarm for the Austin household is estate sale just tripped. Could you check it out quietly? I don't want to make it if it's nothing.
Fisk Estate Station. Sounds...
Damn, Daniel.
You need to expand that taste a little.
You need to shut the fuck up. Think about that.
I'm being polite, mate.
I'm being impolite. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm a very mean person. I'm just so mean. I'll show you, Should I rock something that isn't the advent suit? Nah.
I wonder what the Kingpin had hidden in his closet.
Oh, what was that? You see that? Oh, that was just, what the fuck? Why am I web shiny, bro? I just remember that I said I wouldn't do any side content, so I'm not gonna do that crime.
I lost track of you at the party.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw that.
Apologize.
You. You think?
I always wonder if I'm doing right by you.
Well, stop wondering. After losing my parents and Uncle Ben, there were so many
How
times
how do you say that?
Well, that works both ways, Peter. I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Nay, I don't know what to say.
Oh, I think Mr. Lee needs my help. I should go. See you soon, dear. I love you.
Love you too.
Come here.
You think I don't see you fucking saying things just in general?
Hurry, quietly. Better find her back way.
Hey. Listen, I just woke up, so it's not my fault I'm on the grind.
There will never be a British person who doesn't sound right to me.
That's great.
Is the file.
There's someone else here. They must have taken it.
Those masks. Who are these guys?
What's that supposed to say about me?
But us. We will find the file, or you will die.
This is bad. They'll kill her if I alert them. Need to pick them off silently. Yuri, the silent alarm was legit. Masked gunmen and a single hostage. Looks like a heist in progress.
Copy that. Sending units your way. Keep the situation from getting worse in the meantime.
Can do.
I can web over here. Damn, bro is so enthusiastic about it. Let me get a fucking light on that bitch. Ow! That's so bright. Never mind.
Gotta do this quietly. Don't want to alert the others.
I know how to do stealth. Jesus Christ. I'm really good at stealth.
They always look so cozy whipped up like that. Really hope these guys aren't trying to claim Kingpin's territory. I was hoping for at least a weekend of R&R. This should web him from above. Whoa, careful. You stay quiet now. Someone's coming.
Someone else is here. I swear. They must be on the phone.
Well, oh, what the fuck?
Where are they?
Oh. I really thought that they just got shut up for a second.
眼睛睁大点，有开了。
Hold up. Oh, fuck me, it's an MJ mission.
This totally belongs to me.
Don't move.
Buddy, if I had a nickel for every don't move...
Hey, Kate.
MJ? What are you doing here?
From the sale. Working. At least, it was.
Oh, I think this is yours.
Yeah, thanks.
So, Robbie's got you covering a break-in for the Bureau?
Whoa. Robbie doesn't technically know I'm here. And it wasn't a break-in until a few minutes ago.
Huh?
Let me explain.
Excuse me.
Hi, Mary Jane Watson. I'm covering the Frisk Estate sale.
Hello. Craig said we do this tomorrow.
I like to get a jump on things.
Well, I don't. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry. Hey, Craig? No, sorry. Just it looks like we're gonna have to run something else on the cover. I don't know. Maybe the expressionist piece?
You know what? I think I can make today work. Are you sure? You're here. No moment like the present.
Thank you. Craig? Never mind. We're good.
Let's get started. Look around and familiarize yourself with the items. I'll be waiting by the Baku statue when you're ready to begin.
Can do.
I'm gonna follow you all the way there because I don't like this mission. If anybody likes these MJ missions, you're weird. If anybody likes the MJ missions from the first game, stop talking to me. Don't interact with me, honestly.
Sounds good. Brought hidden crimes to light. We got an old school investigative journalist. It's over here. I like her.
Starting with the prize, a one-of-a-kind Kakemon Baku.
Beautiful. It's a Mifune?
Correct. Mr. Fisk has exceptional taste. Did you snap a photo already?
Did you know him well before his arrest?
In a professional context. I handled many of his sales. Let's move on, please.
This person's name is very creative. Rose Roseman. Probably the best naming in all of gaming history. Hey, I don't think you're going the right way. I'm gonna be completely honest, bro. I'm just gonna... You... Damn, shawty. Hold up. Damn. Okay, anyway. Let me take pictures now.
Now this exquisite piece exemplifies the traditional Tarashikomi puddled ink effect.
The two Neo are so imposing. I can see why Fisk likes
Don't mind me.
Definitely his style.
He loved the duality. Destruction screams, but creation toils in silence.
Was there ever anything irregular in any of the sales you handled for him?
No, of course not. Not that I was aware of. Notice the intricate gold inlay on the ceremonial tea sets.
It's just a friend in the DA's office mentioned that Fisk used art sales to launder stolen goods.
I'm sure I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, I know. I was just wondering, now that he's arrested, if you had ever noticed anything strange.
You know what? Why don't we grab the cover photo again?
When I told my DA friend I was doing a piece on you, he mentioned your name was familiar.
Just the photo please. Stand right there.
Are you sure there's nothing you'd like to say, maybe off the record, regarding physics activities?
I don't think your readers will have any interest in...
Huh?
with a single joystick or D-pad, no buttons. This part
Matt Pet uploaded chat. Matt Pet uploaded. I have to. Matt Pet uploaded chat.
The idea of controlling a character on screen with a physical stick. When it came to reaching this milestone in our house, we found a lot of success with the Super Monkey Ball series. Kids are already used to rolling balls and aiming things into goals, so the concept literally needs no explanation. Add to that a complete lack of dialogue and cute monkey characters, and you've got yourself a winning formula. Of all the titles in the franchise, I highly recommend Super Monkey Ball 3D for the 3DS because it's forgiving. Later Monkey Ball titles have the difficulty ramp up fairly quickly, but in Super Monkey Ball 3D, there are guardrails in place throughout almost the entire game, helping to ensure that your new gamer is able to experience a lot of success quickly with minimal amounts of frustration. And that's going to be a nice segue to the next major hurdle and a huge point of frustration, adding a button. Level 3, joystick plus one button with only one function, 2D, no lose state. Alright, next up on the journey, it's time to bring in that first button, which might not seem like a big deal to us, but it is to a new gamer. Moving while jumping or attacking, that is a big milestone. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've watched kids die on that first Goomba in the original Mario. To us, it seems super easy, right? But to most early gamers, that thing might as well be a final boss. To jump over it, you need timing, precision, and worst of all, multiple buttons. And nothing can kill your enthusiasm for playing a game quite like hitting a wall, or in this case, a slow-moving Goomba. Which is why we not only need a one-button 2D game here, but also one with no fail state. This is a huge skill jump, which means that we need a safe space to explore and play without the game punishing us for making mistakes. Now, admittedly, licensed games tend not to be the best, but Paw Patrol On a Roll is a perfect example for this step of the learning process. It is literally a 2D side-scroller where you practice platforming. Sure, there are collectible bones and medallions floating around to encourage you to search, but nothing is mandatory for completion. And most importantly of all, there are no enemies to hit or pits to fall into. It is purely a game about you versus the platforms, as you get familiar with moving throughout a 2D virtual space. Best of all the dialogue in the game is spoken, which makes it perfect for any young gamer who's still learning to read. There are a couple of moments where you have to push another button for a special event, but these moments aren't time sensitive, so it's already starting to build an awareness of the wider controller with zero pressure. Level number 4, joystick with one button and only one function, 3-dimensional, no lose state. Having mastered moving through a 2-dimensional space, it makes sense to upgrade to moving through a 3-dimensional space. Same rules apply here. You're looking for something where one button does one thing and one thing only, and no fail state. And once again, Ryder and the gang knock it out of the park with their licensed game, Paw Patrol Mighty Pups Save Adventure Bay. It is the exact same concept as the 2D game, but now in 3 dimensions with a fixed camera. This opens the new challenges of up and down controls as well as gauging jump distances. Just from the opening level alone, you can see how it's step-by-step training gamers how to leap over things like nets and run up and down ramps. Now again, obviously not every new gamer is going to be super excited to save Adventure Bay of all places. I wouldn't expect that. But again, I use this as a great model to follow when looking for a game to use with your gamer. Something welcoming where the focus is purely on movement and getting to an end goal. Level 5, joystick plus one button with only one function, 2D, lose states. Alright, so now that we've conquered the obstacle of movement and jumping in both 2D and 3D spaces, we can now start mixing in real obstacles and enemies. You know, the things that are meant to impede our progress. Now remember what I mentioned earlier about Mario. We want a game where one button does one thing, and that thing should stay consistent pretty much the entire time. Essentially, we're looking for a game that's purely about running and jumping, but now with a few more obstacles. And there is no game that fits this mantra better than our favorite blue blur, Sonic the Hedgehog. Specifically, the Sonic Origins collection. You see, there are two brilliant things about Sonic that really make him stand out for this part of our training. The first is that in one button press, you are both jumping and attacking at the same time by turning into a spin ball. Unlike Mario, who's always vulnerable and has to land on an enemy's head to defeat it, by jumping, Sonic is not only moving, he also has a chance of killing whatever he touches. Secondly, Sonic's ring system is a game changer. Rings are plentiful, and as long as you can quickly scoop up one more ring, you're good to go. There's no searching for more life, no need for extra power-ups. As long as you prioritize getting that ring after getting hit, you are practically invincible. That said, obviously Sonic games tend to get fast and that makes them hard, but that also gives new gamers a sense of momentum and forward progress. It's exciting to hit those springs and go through those ramps, and over time their reaction speeds are going to pick up. The biggest hurdle of Sonic, honestly, are the Dr. Robotnik bosses. But again, Sonic's team has a solution in the form of one of my favorite gaming characters of all time, Tails. Tails is invincible, so as long as you take control over Sonic and just avoid the boss while hoping to recover the lost rings, it gives your new gamer a chance to practice against a big bad with less frustration. And beating a boss on their own, that feels like a big achievement for their gaming journey, boosting confidence immediately. This is honestly how Ollie's been able to beat the entirety of Sonics 2 and 3 almost by himself at this point. As an extra bonus for the Origins collection, it does away with lives and continues, allowing your new gamers to focus on practice and getting better as opposed to tedious progress loss. Level 6, joystick plus one button with multiple functions. Now this is the phase of the journey where we're currently at, and it's here that we face an important choice. Do we add another button, or do we add in multiple functions for our one button? According to studies done on individuals with limited mobility, multi-use one-button controls tend to yield better results, so that's what we're going to be focusing on. For that, we're going to move on to everyone's favorite racing game, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now immediately this one should be Mario Kart, and you realize it's going to take more than one button. There's acceleration, braking, drifting, steering. And while you have the base settings in Mario Kart force you to do all those things by yourself, Mario Kart 8 added accessibility settings, allowing new players to enjoy the game with the Auto Accelerate feature. This allows new players to solely focus on steering the car and throwing items. Considering different items do different things, this all helps build in that strategic aspect of using resources at the optimal time that comes up in a whole host of other games. One of the other things that I love about Mario Kart as a game for this particular part of the player journey is that you can very precisely dial in the difficulty both through track selection and by adjusting the CC level. And the rubber banding AI in the game, which scales to your performance, ensures that any new gamer is never truly out of a race getting lapped, again limiting their frustration and humiliation and last place finishes. Level 7, joystick plus two buttons, only one at a time. Finally, we're getting to the level of the original Nintendo Entertainment System from way back in the 1980s. It is here that we introduce the B button. Yep, it only took us 7 steps. And again, because this is yet another big leap, we want to focus on the games that only require the player to press each button one at a time. While you or I may be able to handle holding the B button to run while using the other half of our thumb to press the A button, a new gamer, they won't have that dexterity yet. Instead, they need a slower-paced game with lots of built-in time to focus on where the buttons are and how to switch between them. For that, there are 2 great routes here. Option 1, most top-down Legend of Zelda games. These games allow you to see the enemies around you and choose whether or not you're going to engage, which allows gamers to proceed at their own pace. Additionally, in many of these, your sword is permanently mapped onto one button, while the other rotates in function based on the item you have equipped. The original Zelda is obviously the simplest and has the benefit of not requiring a lot of reading skill to complete, but also, it's one of the more challenging entries. From my perspective, A Link to the Past is a personal favorite, where they refined the top-down formula perfectly, but didn't start adding in a lot of bells and whistles like in later games. And even if you can't get through the entire quest, just taking the time to roam around, slash at the bushes, destroy some pots, it is rewarding enough. Speaking of pots, the other route to go here is Overcooked. If you somehow haven't seen this game before, it's a co-op cooking game where you and up to 3 friends are chefs at a restaurant and you need to cook together to prepare the ingredients, cook the food, and serve hungry customers. The game starts off pretty easy, but as you go on, the levels start to get more frantic. But notably, the controls are as simple as one button to chop and throw, and another to pick up and drop things. The cooperative nature of the game also helps to improve communication skills. And as a last bonus, if your new gamer is struggling with the orders, you can always take on more of the workload yourself so you can make progress while everyone feels like they're helping. Also, just as an honorable mention here, we have Pokemon. You see, there's one major thing to consider when we start introducing kids to games, especially RPGs, and that's reading. Everyone's going to be different when it comes to their reading ability. If your new gamer is one of those kids who burns through chapter books like there's no tomorrow, then this might not be that big of an issue. But generally speaking, it's not until ages 7 or 8 that children get a high enough reading level to reach basic literacy. And when it comes to reading to learn new skills or gain information, you know, the kind of stuff that you get in an RPG, that doesn't normally develop until the age of at least 9. If you're there, Pokemon is perfect. Simple menuing, cute characters, and a basic button layout that makes this the ideal gamer's first RPG. Level 8, joystick plus 2 buttons, 2 at a time. Now comes step 8, where we're going to add in the need to press and hold multiple buttons at the same time. And guess what we're finally ready for, friends? Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, I am just as shocked that Mario is so late on this journey as you are. But as I mentioned earlier, not only are the buttons doing different things depending on what power-up Mario has, but straddling multiple buttons at once to make precise jumps, that requires advanced dexterity and spatial awareness that only follows all the other skills that we've built up so far. Level 9, joystick, and 3 or more buttons, no camera control. Loyal theorists, we're in the home stretch. We've done 1 button. We've done 2 buttons. Obviously, it's time to add a 3rd and more. But more importantly than all of that, at this point we have to stay aware of camera control. You see, adding the second stick into the mix to control the camera is the last major control hurdle that we're going to have to overcome, and it is a doozy. It seems like the vast majority of game games today, especially your big AAA first-person shooters and third-person action games, require you to be able to metaphorically walk and chew gum at the same time. Having your thumbs control both your player and the camera simultaneously is one thing, but with every change you make with the camera on your right thumb, it significantly changes the way that your character moves with your left thumb. It is essentially like controlling two different characters at the same time. In fact, Mario 64, the first truly successful 3D platformer, literally made the camera its own character, Lakitu, to help bridge the idea in players' minds that these games were going to require new skills. There are plenty of gamers out there who really stopped playing newer games due to not being able to wrap their heads around the new camera controls.
When I was in high school, when this first came out, like, I remember seeing it, like, on display at, like, an electronics store, and just being, like, totally overwhelmed.
So before we add in that second stick, let's just do ourselves a final game with more buttons in a 3D space where the camera works done for us. I recommend Super Mario 3D World. It has all the challenges of 3D games that'll come later, but without overwhelming you with camera controls. Level 10, 2 joysticks. And so we've arrived. The final step, adding in a second stick. And it's here where everything comes together. The multiple buttons that do all the things at different times, 3D environments with fully controllable cameras, loose states, precision, and a place to learn without being at a Soulsborne level of difficulty. For this, I have 2 recommendations. The first is a game franchise that only recently relinquished the camera to the player, and one that's near and dear to my heart, Pokemon. Pokemon Sword and Shield, but especially Legends Arceus, are Pokemon's first foray into the world of 3D camera controls, and as a result, they've made it as accessible as possible. For something that's a bit more intensive, though, we have Super Mario Odyssey. Is Super Mario Odyssey the hardest game that ever existed? No. In fact, the platforming is much more forgiving than past titles like 64 and Galaxy. But you see, that's entirely the point. Our goal here isn't to go from zero to hero. Our goal is to give new players a taste of what makes gaming so fun without bogging them down with years of assumed knowledge that us experienced gamers just know intuitively. And then with that solid baseline, everything from there just ramps on up. The speed of play, it increases. The intricacy of the controls, it just gets harder. The complexity of the movement, the platforms get smaller, whatever. And so there you have it, folks, your 10-step guide to get someone started into the wonderful world of video games. A few quick final thoughts as we wrap things up. First and foremost, be patient. This is learning, and like any learning, it's going to take time. There's going to be forward progress, but there's also going to be steps backward as well. It's also worth noting that if one game doesn't click, just try a different one. If you're struggling to find recommendations for games to play, commonsensemedia.org and familygamingdatabase.com both have great tools that allow you to search for games on the consoles you have based on things like age, genre, and even the complexity of the controls. But really, for all the overthinking and analysis that we've done here today, here's a little test that you can use to know whether or not you're doing a good job at teaching a new player how to play a video game. Are they having fun? If so, you're doing exactly what you need to do. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for...
Alright. I don't think any of the theory channels uploaded today, so yeah, let's get back to it. I just spent like spent 20 minutes.
Craig, I'll call you back.
I just spent 20 minutes watching game theory.
I think it's time for you to go. Oh.
Damn. What? Can't even change.
Could I use the restroom real quick?
Fine. Follow me.
Thank you. This is a really lovely space.
It is. And this will be the last time you see it. The ladies is around the corner.
Shut the fuck up.
Of course. Be right back.
This level's so boring.
Hello, Craig. Funny you should call. Because the reporter you sent is clearly not working the puff piece we agreed upon. No, she's here now.
I've got to get into that back room. If that statue is what I think it is, this just turned into... your story.
What do you mean he had to reschedule? If she's not your reporter, who is she, Craig? Who is in my action house? Oh my god. No, I do not trust you to fix this. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is have him...
Pete told me about this. Fisk used it to hide evidence. Why did the cops take it? I know the statue opens. But how? Statue can move.
That's all I needed.
Latent power. Mouth closed, left arm down. Right palm facing forward.
It's literally right here.
He's holding something.
Oh, can you really not tell what that is? Literally the only thing that looks remotely like it. You could argue this looks kind of like it, but then you look at the picture. The fuck it does.
What is that?
What do you mean? What? It's right in front of you, Mary Jane Watson. Jesus Christ.
Maybe these pieces know.
Wow, great observation, MJ. This is insane insight.
So close. But a piece is missing. I've seen these before.
Just give me the fucking thing, bro.
That's it. Norman Osborn. What is
Devil's breath.
What the?
Well, isn't that inconvenient for Mary Jane?
Excuse me, sir. You can't leave.
Oh damn, that's crazy. Women beating. Got with it.
In there.
There was a back door? What?
I was on my way to the exit when I saw you.
You're lucky to be alive.
Says the guy I saved 5 minutes ago. Listen, whoever these masked guys are, they're after this file. But I'll never get it out of here. The place is swarming with them.
Right. Okay. You hide back there. I take out the bad guys and make a break when it's clear.
Sounds like a plan. Good to see you, Pete.
Yeah, you too. Not exactly how I pictured us meeting again, though.
Funny. It's exactly how I pictured it.
Damn, Daniel.
Did she change her perfume? Focus, Pete. Focus.
And Pete's being a bit of a... Pete's being a bit of a weirdo. Bro, shut up.
Will do. How about that file? What's in it that these guys want so bad?
Something called Devil's Breath. Fisk is hired to build a secret research lab for it. Not clear what Devil's Breath is.
Say that again, MJ, please. Okay, I guess MJ's just not gonna repeat that line.
Gotta stay silent.
May as well try and sneak one. Yippee.
Keep it tight, Pete. Sleep it off. That's all of them.
No! Let me go!
MJ.
Stop!
No. Hide! Not cool with the hostage taking, guys. Whoa, what is up with that glowy stuff on your hands? Are you guys ghosts? Never fought a ghost before. I mean, I've fought specters, but, you know, technically, specters aren't ghosts. All ghosts are specters, but not all specters are ghosts. You know what I mean? Seems like this is an energy thing, not a ghost thing. All good. Fight a ghost stays on the old bucket list.
I'm so good at this game, chat. Hundred combo. I'm so mad. I'm so angry.
I should have recorded this.
Fuck this game, bro. Fuck this game. I don't wanna. I'm so mad.
Huh. Looks antique. I think I know someone who could help track down where this came from. A job for later.
I just talked to Craig. You are not the reporter he was sending. You don't even work for Heritage Arts.
Never said I did. Hi. Mary Jane Watson, Daily Bugle.
You will not write a word of what you saw.
For the record, what do you know about the file those masked men stole?
I don't.
What about the long history of stolen goods Fisk has laundered at this auction house?
Your editor will be hearing from our attorney.
Mix. Like the last 6 months never happened.
Don't mind me, chat.
Since when did Mix become a carnival?
No idea, but I'm still glad to mix these fries.
Totally. Best in city.
So, how's the grind at the Bugle?
Well, I just got an all-caps text from Robbie about my so-called antics tonight. So it looks like I'll be meeting with a legal team. Again.
As soon as he reads the article you're gonna write, guaranteed promotion.
So, creepy mask guys. What's your take?
Just another night in the city. It's your take.
I feel like there's a bigger story there. Let's not make this all about business. How's it going with you? Did you get that promotion?
No, but we're on the cusp of something really big.
You know Oscorp would hire you, right? One phone call ahead.
Sure, but Dr. Octavius' work will help millions. Right where I want it, right where I should be.
Oh, sounds like it's more important than your other job. I've never heard you talk like that before.
A lot can change in 6 months.
Why did you ask me here, Pete?
You know, just dinner between friends.
Friends? Is that what we are?
Maybe we could be, you know, if that's what you wanted.
There's a lot of baggage here.
Yeah, sure, but is that so bad? I mean, baggage can carry good things too, like money and keys, raspberry lip balm.
Do you remember why we broke up?
This is a trick question, isn't it?
Saved by a siren.
Talk to you later.
Go.
Love seeing you two together again. You always were my favorites.
Hello.
Hey, it's me. What's with the units heading down 3rd?
Looks like our old friend Herman Schultz is at it again.
Shocker. Didn't he just get paroled?
Yeah, well, guess it didn't take.
No worries. Herman's just a big cupcake. I'll have him back in Rikers by bedtime.
Just had dinner with my ex after saving her from mass criminals. And now I'm gonna go beat up a maniac who uses shockwaves to rob people. What a perfectly normal life you have, Peter Parker.
I just want to make sure you haven't left any equipment you built for your friend around the lab. It's no bother to me, but if the Greg stops by again.
Don't worry, Doc. I make a point not to leave anything there. But I know my friend appreciates you looking out for him. There's a lot of people who don't like him very much.
That buffoon, Jameson, and his audience are cheap, please. The people need great brains in this world are those who don't let bullies like him stand in their way. People like us.
You said a mouthful, Doc. Take care.
Let's get that so I can get Point Watch released after. Yeah, I don't care. There's a fucking supervillain losing. You think I give a fuck? That's crazy. I'm gonna be completely honest. The stream has gone on too long with nothing actually happening, so I'm probably just gonna end it now. Yeah.